Hello everyone. Hi guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep once again, and welcome to this our today's session, which is once again a crash course session for SNAP. So, of course, before I start, can I have a confirmation from your side? Is everything okay? Just tell me, is everything fine? Hi Sanjaya, good evening. Hello Gautam, good evening. I'm good Sanjaya. How are you? Hi Priyanshu Soni. Hello Sonali. Hi Devika Madan. Very good evening, guys. Good evening, Kush Patel, Vaishnavi Yadav, Vellepu Kishore. Very good evening. Hi, Tarun. So, quickly, please confirm it once to me. Is everything fine? Am I audible? Am I visible to all? Is everything okay? हाय वैष्णवी, हाय खुशी खंडेलवाल. एमबीए सीईटी का कोर्स कब चालू होगा? वैष्णवी, currently we do not have any plan to have any batch for MBA CET, but yes, if we get too many inquiries for that, probably we may start for it. Okay है, that's great. Hi, Sambuddha Sarkel, good evening. Hi, NL Srinivaslu, good evening. Good evening, Kota, Rajan, Tanisha, Yashashvi, Gautam, Tanisha. When can we expect the CAT response sheet, sir? I think by tomorrow, Gautam. Last year, actually, the response sheet came within 3 days of the exam. But year before that, it took approximately a week, rather a day more than a week. So this year we do not know what is going to happen, but most probably within the next 2 or 3 days it is going to be there. Just keep checking the website. Of course, the moment we get to know about it, we'll be telling you as well. Hello Aman, hello Shivam, hello Vaishnavi, Shweta Singh. Very, very good evening, guys. So I think we can start with the class without any further delay. What are we discussing today? As you can see on the screen, it is logical reasoning part one that we are going to have today. Yesterday we talked about arithmetic. It is about logical reasoning today. So you know about SNAP exam, just a 60 minutes exam, and it contains logical reasoning, it contains verbal ability, it contains the quantitative ability as well, right? General English has got 15 questions, 20 questions are there in quantitative ability, and 25 questions are there in logical reasoning. That makes it one of the very important areas for you within those 60 minutes, where generally the cutoffs for colleges like SIBM Pune would be somewhere around 40 to 43. You have 25 questions from one single area called logical reasoning. So this is the most important area for all of you, right? We all have to pay attention, and that's what we are going to do in our today's class as well. We will be talking about some of the concepts, we'll be talking about some of the questions, though it's unlike mathematics, there are no much concepts in this. It's more of practice based only. We'll be doing some practice of questions, but there are no formulas that we can learn. But yes, what am I going to do? I'm going to discuss some of the things, some common mistakes that people can make, right? I will be talking about those in this class, right? So some common mistakes or some of the concepts as well, which might be required for some questions, that all we will be discussing in our today's session. Okay. So let's start with it now. So when I talk about the weightage of the reasoning area, it's of course a part of LRDI, but there are a total of 25 questions, though keep that in mind, it contains analytical reasoning and the verbal reasoning as well. What is analytical and verbal? Analytical reasoning is direction sense question, blood relation question, input output question, number series questions. These are all type of analytical reasoning. Verbal reasoning would be of the type in which we have questions based upon assertion reasoning, right? Which of the following is correct assertion and is the reasoning of that? Questions based upon assumptions as well. Strong or weak arguments. These are the kind of questions which come under verbal reasoning. So together there would be 25 questions from this area. Data interpretation and data sufficiency also they are a part of this exam, but not a part of logical reasoning. They would be asked to you in the quantitative ability section, right? But one or two questions you say that can be there from data interpretation, that they may ask you in logical reasoning as well as in quantitative ability. That is completely up to them, because it's not always easy to exactly categorize between them कि नहीं ये LR ही है और ये DI ही है. तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि कुछ क्वेश्चंस वहां भी चले जाते हैं, कुछ क्वेश्चंस इधर भी आ जाते हैं. That might be a possibility here as well. ओके, सो आई सी सम क्वेश्चंस हियर सर, आई वांट टू नो अलजेब्रा का कितना वेटेज है स्नैप में। कुछ पटेल, नॉट मच, मोर इंपॉर्टेंट वुड बी अरिथमेटिक ओनली फॉर यू। तो लेकिन हाँ, स्नैप के अंदर आपको मॉडर्न मैथ्स पे क्वेश्चन भी मिल जाते हैं अलजेब्रा से ज्यादा, तो वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाएगा, पे अटेंशन टू दैट। In this series, we will cover whole snap. Jayati Dua, I would say this series is just to revise the concepts and to discuss some of the questions. It is not to teach you, right? Honestly telling you, यहाँ हम लोग पढ़ाते नहीं हैं. So generally, when we are teaching, we will be having, let's say, one class for direction, sense, and blood relations. We'll be having one class for number series and coding, decoding. We'll be having one class of input, output. So each class is of 90 minutes. Here, in some 45, 50 minutes, we discuss all of them. So it's not something that we are teaching you. SNAP exam and banking exam are all same. I would not say that Sandeep Arun banking exams are more of calculation intensive. SNAP is not that calculation intensive. Plus, there is a little difference between the kind of questions as well. Okay, so hello Sumant Kumar, good evening. So when I move ahead, what are the topics under reasoning? There are lot many topics. If you cover them topic wise, it will be a little difficult for you to find them out. We have series based upon numbers and letters, direction sense, blood relations, clocks and calendars, linear arrangement, circular arrangement, analogies. I'm sure you know what do they mean. Plus, it's not over yet. We have coding, decoding, grouping and selection, Venn diagram, syllogism, order and ranking, conventional DI, so many types. It's still not over yet, right? We have more types here. What are those other types? Non-verbal reasoning, binary logic, data sufficiency, input, output, mathematical operator, and dictionary order. Probably I will have to make another type after these called miscellaneous. So miscellaneous also becomes important for us. So Manjusha is asking, is geometry important for SNAP? Manjusha, देखो 15 क्वेश्चन आते हैं, only 15 questions आते हैं. Sometimes they'll put some kind of questions in that, sometimes they'll put some kind of questions in that. Probably you would not be able to say what is more important. Arithmetic is definitely more important, there is no doubt about it. But after arithmetic, what is the second most important area? Sometimes it might be numbers. ठीक है, ऐसा भी हुआ है that they have asked questions from number series in quantitative ability area that makes number system at the highest proportion. So that also happens sometimes. Sometimes they'll ask you from geometry, sometimes they'll ask you from modern maths as well. So I would say just do the basics of all, because anyways they will never go above the basics. Difficult questions tab आपसे कभी नहीं पूछेगा, that you do not have to worry. Please make a playlist. Okay, Jayanti, we will do that. Sir, Vishal क्या कह रहे हैं? I'm committing silly errors while giving snap box, mostly in LR, hence not able to cross 35, 36 marks. Vishal, that's a very common mistake happening with many people. But yes, you have to keep practicing. You have to check what kind of mistakes are you making, and in the mocks, try to just overcome those mistakes, because those can be extremely heavy on you. सर इस बार अलजेब्रा नहीं है, कैट को टिपिकली बना दिया, मेरे स्लॉट में वेटेज ज्यादा. अरे छोड़ दो कुछ पटेल, कैट को थोड़े दिनों बाद देखेंगे, कैट का आने दो एक बार रेस्पॉन्स शीट, फिर बात करेंगे. I'm scoring around 28 to 29, adding LR and VRs in Snap, but not able to score much in Quant. What topic should I give the most importance? As I just answered Samson, it's not about any specific topic, just do all of them from the basics. Katakam Sarvani, no trigonometry would not be required. They would hardly be asking a question on trigonometry, though they never said that trigonometry would not be there. But yes, going by the past few trends, they would not be asking you trigonometry. They might. They have not said no. Let me just tell you, right? But almost by surety, you can say questions on trigonometry would not be there. Is there any sectional cutoff in SNAP? Ankit Bajpayee, no, there is no sectional cutoff in SNAP. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, everyone. So first of all, when I talk about the trend over the last few years, you will see the maximum number of questions. If you see, they have appeared from numbers, words, and letter series. And after that, almost every year, we have some questions from clocks and calendars as well. Coding decoding is something on which sometimes there are 0 questions, sometimes 4 questions, sometimes 1 question. So on and off, it has been there, might not be there. Non-verbal reasoning and visual reasoning as you can see 0 or 1 questions. Order ranking 0 questions, sometimes 2, not that important. Direction and blood relations, once again every year you have questions on that. Almost every year you have questions on linear and circular arrangement. These are some of the important areas. But dictionary order, not that important. Syllogism, last year there were questions on that, but not year before that. Year before that again there were questions on that. 1 or 2 questions have been there. बाकी आपको देखना पड़ेगा इसके अंदर, कभी कभी किसी पे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, किसी पे नहीं आते हैं. So what has happened in the last few years, we can't exactly say, as I said. But yes, some of the areas which are pretty common: number series, letter series, word series, clocks and calendars, and then IC coding, decoding, directional blood relation and linear and circular arrangement. इन पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आपको तकरीबन तकरीबन देखने को मिल जाएंगे. As I said, no one can say what is going to happen this year. कोई नहीं बता सकता suddenly क्या आएगा क्या नहीं आएगा. We just have to be prepared for everything. वैसे भी none of these topics is something that we cannot study now. Even if I have not, let us say I have never heard of binary logic. Still, if you start studying it from today, you will get it in 2 days. The kind of questions SNAP would be asking you, उतना आप 2 दिन में कर पाएंगे आराम से. So therefore, it's pretty easy even if you start now. Okay, thank you, Samson. Sir, yesterday class clocks and calendars is also part of my or part of this series. Oh, yes, Jayati Dua, that was yesterday's class of clocks, and yes, probably we had OMET class. So, yes, that was a part of it. Can you guide me for SNAP? I think that's what we are doing here, Roma Gupta. When did the lecture started? At 6:30, sorry, at 7 o'clock? प्रशांत आ जाएंगे बाहर, उससे भी आ जाएंगे, जल्दी ही होगा. Okay, now a quick review of the few concepts, and after that we will start discussing some questions as well. I know there are a lot many messages. I might not be able to answer all of them, but I'll try to answer as many as I can. You just guys have to do one thing, ताकि मैं आपके questions answer कर सकूं. वो आप लोगों को पता है आपको क्या करना है. Just have to press the like button. Please do that. I'll move ahead from here now. A quick review of the few concepts. First of all, when I talk about the direction sense, okay, for the direction sense, which side east is there, which side west is there, north, south, only that much is necessary for us to know. So for that, east is here, west is here, north is here, south is here. How do I remember that? I'll just tell you that how do I remember. There are 4 directions. There are 4 directions. How do you make 4? You make 4 like this, right? There are 4 directions and you make 4 like this. If I ask you, what are the 4 directions? You would say east, west, north, south, right? This is the normal order that we go with. So east, then west, then north, and then south. So east, west, north, south would be written such that 4 is written. That way you would remember that always on this side we have east, this side we have west, this side we have south, this side we have north. You can also compare it with India's map, right? Just visualize India's map. I mean states which are there in the northern part, they are Haryana, Punjab, and then Himachal, Jammu Kashmir. They are on the upper side of India. Lower side southern states, they are Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala. They are southern states. Northeastern, right, eastern side, they are Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Sikkim, and all that. All is there on the right hand side, right? And on the left hand side, Gujarat and all that would be on the western side. So from that also you can remember it. And exactly making an angle of 45 degree is northeast. Exactly making angle of 90 degrees we have southeast. Exactly 90 degrees here is southwest, and exactly 90 degree here is northwest. So these are the directions with us, and that's one of the methods to remember that north is always on the upper side and it makes a 4: east, west, north, and south. Scoring around 38.5 to 39.5, but not able to cross 40 as by the time I solve quant question 10 gets over. What can I do to resolve the issue? Sambuddha, you are anyways very close to that cutoff. You are 38.5, 39.5. Just 2 more questions can take you above. Just analyze the paper and see what all other questions probably you could have done. Most probably, in my opinion, you must be looking at doing the questions a little faster, using options and all, using some alternate ways. वो सब कर लोगे तो शायद आपको मिल जाएगा. Okay. सोनीपत कहां पर है? It's more towards the northern side. It's in Haryana, right? What is so special about Sonipat, Kush Patel? Okay, when I talk about blood relations, generally while doing questions of blood relations, we put all the relations in a line. So how do we represent them? If a person is here, all the people of his generation would be put into his, generation only, that is brother, sister. So they all would appear horizontally in the same line. His wife would come in the same line, right? His cousins would come in the same line, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, they all are from his generation. When you go vertically above, you have mother, you have father, you have mother-in-law, you have father-in-law, they are in the generation above that. You go further above, you have maternal grandmother, maternal grandfather, paternal grandmother, paternal grandfather, they are on the uppermost layer. When you go below, you have your daughter, you have your son, you have nephew, you have niece. They all are in the level below you, generation below, and granddaughter, grandson, they would further below. And then we use some of the symbols. For example, if A is a male, you can use M, or you can use any other symbol which you feel like. For a female, you might write something like this. A is the husband of B. A is the husband of B. For that, we use a double-sided arrow, that they are husband and wife. If A is the husband, he is definitely a male. Automatically, B would be a female. That's a basic assumption that we still take, right? Still, it is assumed that if there is a couple, then one would be a male, one would be a female. Also, A is the brother of B. So we use a single-sided arrow in that case. A is the brother of B. I know A is a male, but I do not know about B, because A is the brother of B, but B is a brother of A or sister of A. That we do not know. So from that perspective, I would not be using it. Okay. So that's how we use them. Suppose A is the son of B. So that's what I am saying, that when you talk about son, you go in a generation below. नीचे की तरफ arrow बना देते हैं. A is the son of B. So A is a male. I would be writing like this, that A is the son of B. So while doing questions of blood relations, we use these symbols to answer the questions on this. Third, then there are questions on calendars as well. Calendars में सबसे पहली जरूरत की चीज जो आपके लिए होती है, that is odd days. What is odd days? Odd days are the days left after dividing by 7, or you can say after completed weeks. Days left after completed weeks. For example, if 80 days are there, how many odd days are there? So you just divide by 7, you get a remainder of 3. This 3 would be called odd days. Odd days are days left after completed weeks. 7, 14, 21, 28, 7 के multiple निकालते रहो, जो end में बच जाएगा, that would be called odd days, right? A leap year has 366 days and 52 weeks. And this important information is very, very important for all of you, because many times people do not know about it. Any year which is divisible by 4 is not necessarily a leap year. I repeat, any year divisible by 4 is not necessarily a leap year. If it is not a century and divisible by 4, then it is surely a leap year. But if it is a century, then just by being divisible by 4, it will not be a leap year. It must be divisible by 400. Matlab 1700, though it is divisible by 4, it is not a leap year. 1800, though it is divisible by 4, it is not a leap year. 1900, though it is divisible by 4, it is not a leap year. 2000 is a leap year because it is divisible by 400. 1600 was a leap year because it is divisible by 400. This is a point where generally students make a mistake. And therefore, most of these exams would be asking you questions on this. वो चाहेंगे आपसे सवाल पूछना, क्योंकि उनको पता है ज्यादातर लोग यहाँ पे गलतियां करते हैं. So they'll be asking you a question on this. So please keep in mind, if a year is divisible by 4, it is not necessarily a leap year. To be a leap year, it must be divisible by 400. इसको 400 से डिवाइड होना चाहिए, then it would be called a leap year. And there are 2 odd days in a leap year. There is 1 odd day in a non-leap year. If it's a normal year, the odd days are equal to 1. Also, when I talk about the number of odd days month-wise, January has 31 days. 31 divided by 7 will give you a remainder of 3. So 3 odd days are there. February has 0 or 1 depending upon whether it's a leap year or not. March has 3. April has 2. May has 3. So on and so forth. You can say whenever 31 days are there, 3 odd days are there. Whenever 30 days are there, 2 odd days are there. Of course, in case of 28 or 29 days, the odd days would be 0 and 1, which is only for February. The months having 31 days will be having 3 odd days. The months having 32 odd days, 30 days will be having 2 odd days. Sir, is this also called CR, or CR is different? CR is different here. CR is critical reasoning. That's different from that. I know you are from Sonipat. Okay, good. Sir, how can I improve my marks? During mocks, I am not able to cross 30. Deepak, check your mocks then. Analyze कीजिए. देखिए कहाँ mistake हो रही है. Are you doing questions very slow, or you are having some conceptual problems? Where are you lagging? You are lagging in general English, or in logical reasoning, or in mathematics. That you have to check. Sir, how to find leap years in between a century? Vishal, just see, in a century, is the year which is divisible by 100 is that divisible by 400 or not? If it is divisible by 400, then you have 25 leap years in the century. If that year is not divisible by 400, then there are 24 years leap years in the century. सर ऑड डेज का यूज क्या है कैलेंडर में? सुमंत कुमार, इट इज ऑल बेस्ड अपॉन ऑड डेज. प्योर कैलेंडर्स इज पूरा ही ऑल अबाउट ऑड डेज. आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट डू द टॉपिक ऑफ कैलेंडर्स. पढ़ेंगे जब आप उसमें, वो पूरा का पूरा ही जो है आपका, इट्स प्योरली ऑड डेज, नथिंग एल्स. Speed is the issue. Work on it, Deepak. You have to see that how do you work on that, right? Find out some alternate ways. Try doing questions through options. Stop writing things. Start doing mental calculations and all. So whatever way you have to do them fast, and practice will help you for that. Next, an ordinary year repeats after 6 years or 11 years. For example, when would the calendar of 2003 repeat? Either it will repeat in 2009 or it will repeat in 2014, either after 6 years or after 11 years. मैं आपको सीधा बता देता हूं कब होता है. If within those 6 years there is one leap year, तो आपका आंसर वही है. But if within those 6 years there are 2 leap years, तो आपका आंसर ये. For example, between 2003 and 2009, there are 2 leap years, 2004 and 2008. So calendar of 2003 will not repeat in 2009, it will repeat in 2014. When would the calendar of 2005 repeat? अब 2005 से 6 ऐड करूं तो 2011 आता है. And between 2005 and 2011, there is only one leap year, which is 2008. So therefore, this calendar will repeat after exactly 6 years. तो अगर बीच में 2 leap years आ जाए, तो my answer is after 11 years. और अगर बीच में एक ही leap year आए, then my answer is after 6 years. This is the number of years after which a calendar would repeat itself. I hope you got my point. और एक और बात ध्यान रखिएगा, year calendar of an ordinary year will repeat only in an ordinary year, and calendar of a leap year will repeat only in a leap year. Calendar of 2003 it cannot repeat in 2008 or 2012 or 16. नहीं, वो नहीं कर सकता. So calendar of 2006 you can't say कि अच्छा 6 ऐड किया 2012 आ गया, गलत है. Because the calendar of a non leap year cannot repeat in a leap year. So that you have to keep in mind. What about the calendar of a leap year? The calendar of a leap year can repeat after 12 years or 28 years or 40 years. अब कब 12 होता है, कब 28, कब 40, ये बताना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाएगा. I would just suggest keep it in mind 12, 28 or 40. Generally it is, I've been repeating after 28 years, but sometimes in between, when you have a leap year, a century which is not a leap year, then it might repeat after 12 years or 40 years as well. ठीक है? Then it might repeat after 12 years or 40 years as well. That is a possibility. अगर 12 years के बीच में अगर वो नॉन लीप ईयर आ जाता है, जो सेंचुरी है नॉन लीप ईयर है, तो 12 years में हो जाएगा. बट इफ विद इन दोस 12 years दैट नॉन लीप ईयर डज नॉट अपीयर, बट आफ्टर 12 इट अपीयर्स, तो 40 years में रिपीट करता है. सो 12, 28 और 40 सीधा याद कर लीजिए, तो आपसे इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं पूछेगा. कैलेंडर ऑफ ए नॉर्मल ईयर विल रिपीट आफ्टर 6 or 11 years. Calendar of a leap year will repeat after 12 or 28 or 40 years. Just keep that in mind. सीधा बता देता हूं, जनरली आफ्टर 28 years होता है, इफ देर इज नो सेंचुरी इन बिटवीन. अगर बीच में सेंचुरी आ जाए, देन यू हैव टू चेक वेदर दैट सेंचुरी इज अ लीप ईयर और नॉट, वेदर इट लाइज विद इन 12 years और नॉट. 12 years में आ गई तो आंसर आपका 12 है, 12 के बाद आई तो आंसर आपका 40 है. दिस इज हाउ यू गेट द आंसर फॉर दिस पार्ट. नेक्स्ट वी हैव क्लॉक्स. क्लॉक्स के लिए आपको क्या क्या याद रखना है? द स्पीड ऑफ ए मिनट हैंड इज 6 degrees per minute. Speed of an hour hand is 0.5 degrees per minute. The relative speed is 6 minus 0.5, that is 5.5 degrees per minute. And clocks, I would say, is just like circular races. There is a circle of length 360 degrees on which two people are running with speeds of 6 and 0.5. When would they meet and all? The ratio of their speeds is 12:1. And the angle between the two hands angle between the two hands at h o'clock and m minutes, hr and m minutes, is given by 30h minus 5.5 m का मॉड्यूलस. मॉड्यूलस का मतलब है अगर ये वैल्यू पॉजिटिव आए या नेगेटिव आए, यू विल जस्ट टेक द एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ दैट. The angle between the two hands at h hours and m minutes is 30h minus 5.5 m modulus. So you always take the positive values of that. This will give you the answer for angle between the two hands of a clock, right? angle between the two hands of a clock. I hope this point is also clear. As I said in the last class, that was yesterday as well, I know I'm going fast, right? Because I'm just revising things. My purpose is to revise them a little fast so that some of you would catch up. I'm sure if you have done all these concepts, you would catch up. People who are not able to catch up, you can always do one thing. You can watch this video again at a slower speed, at 0.8 times of the speed or 0.7 times of the speed, and then watch it again so that you can understand everything. Because they are available in recorded format, so I don't think much about it कि नहीं समझ आया होगा किसी को तो क्या प्रॉब्लम होगी. You can just reverse and check it whenever you feel like. Okay, I'll move ahead from here, guys. Now next is about clocks. When how many times we have a particular angle, right? Every angle except two angles are made 44 times in a period of 24 hours, right? When I talk about the hour hand and minute hand, how many times they would be at an angle of 60 degrees in a day? In a day means 24 hours, 44 times. How many times they would be at 90 degrees in a day? 44 times. How many times they would be 80 degrees in a day? 44 times. Every angle would be made between them 44 times in a day, except two angles. Those two angles are 0 and 180. That is, either they are in a straight line, which means 180 degrees, or they are meeting each other, that is 0 degrees, because those angles will become 22 times in a day, that is in 24 hours. ये जो एंगल बनेगा आपका, ये बनेगा 22 times in a day. Others angles will be forming 44 times in a day, but these two angles, that is 180 and 0, would be forming 22 times in a day. और अगर आप 12 hours की बात करोगे तो एग्जैक्ट हाफ हो जाएंगे. In 12 hours, any angle would be made 22 times except 180 and 0. 180 and 0 will be made exactly 11 times in 12 hours. Even that can be done if you feel like. Right? Question might ask you that as well. आपको ये पता होना चाहिए, बस इतना सा इंपॉर्टेंट है हम लोगों के लिए. चलो जी. Now, what if a clock is gaining or a clock is losing? Now, what is talking about that? If the minute hand and hour hand, right, they are moving at a regular pace, the way they move in a clock, they meet after every 65 and 5 by 11 minutes. Minute hand and hour hand, they meet after every 65 and 5 by 11 minutes. But if there is another clock which is losing time, if now this is a little important for all of you, because it's I would say a kind of mirage, because people feel that if a clock is losing time, they should be meeting in less than 65 and 5 by 11 minutes, because it is losing time. Losing matlab less, whereas it is exact opposite. If a clock is losing time, the time in which they would be meeting is more than this, because losing time means it is moving slow, and if it is moving slow, it will be meeting in more than 65 and 5 by 11 minutes. Two people are running on a track, they meet after every 2 minutes. If they start running slow, they will meet after more than 2 minutes, not before 2 minutes. Similarly, if a clock is gaining time, then they would be meeting in less than 65 and 5 by 11 minutes, because they are moving fast. जब तेज चलते हैं तो ज्यादा जल्दी मिलते हैं, और जब स्लो चलते हैं तो थोड़ा सा लेट मिलते हैं. That's what is being shown to you over here. That if a clock is going fast or slow, what is to be done over here? That's what we are going to discuss in this. Now, there are questions based upon ranking as well. You must have seen there are some people in a line. This guy is at this rank from the left end, this guy is at this end from the right end. These kind of questions are there. How do you deal with these questions? I do not know, but these questions are common in these exams like SNAP, CMAT, Maharashtra CT. इनमें काफी इस तरह के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. So I'm just discussing those types with you. First, when the total number of persons and the position of a person is given, and we need to determine it from the other end. For example, in a row there are 50 people. In a row there are 50 people. You are 20th person from the right end. So what is your position from the left end? There are 50 people. Your position is 20th from the right end. So left hand से आपकी position कितनी होगी? Generally people make a mistake that say 50 minus 20, 30. The answer is 31. Why is this 31? When you say you are 20th person from the right, so these are the 50 people, let's say. From the right, you are the 20th person. That means to your right, there are 19 people. It's better to calculate this way as well. This will make your job easy. It's better to find out how many people are there to your right or to left. I do it this way. Actually, I don't go by formula and all. If you are 20th person from the right, that means there are 19 people to your right. You are 20th. And there are 50 people in total. That means 30 people to your left. तो अगर आपके लेफ्ट में 30 पीपल है, दैट मींस फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट यू आर 31st, यू आर नॉट 30th. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में आपको ऑप्शंस में हमेशा 1 और 2 का डिफरेंस दिखाई देगा. रीजन, मेनी टाइम्स इसमें मिस्टेक होती ही ये है कि आप कहीं ना कहीं इसमें 1 ऐड या 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट करना भूल जाते हैं. बिकॉज व्हेन यू टॉक, फॉर एग्जांपल इन इधर staircase में there are 10 stairs, right? So sorry, I do not know how many stairs are there in staircase. I started from the bottom. I had taken 4 steps and I met with my friend who had taken 8 steps from the top. How many steps are there in the staircase? I took 4, he took 8, and we met at a step. How many steps are there on the staircase? The answer is not 12. Answer is 11. Because my 4th step and his 8th step are the same. But when I'm doing 4 plus 8, I'm adding both them. मैं दोनों को 2 बार गिन लिया, एक बार गिन लिया है. Whereas they should be counted just once. I have counted them twice. So by that logic, I would say इन चीजों में +1 -1 का ध्यान जरूर देना. And therefore, I'm discussing this. This is also one of the ways of doing it. Don't go by the formula. ये देख लीजिए, इसके लेफ्ट में इतने आदमी, इसके राइट में इतने आदमी. Through that, you would be able to understand that better. Otherwise, you can say required rank is total number of people minus given rank plus 1. Why? When you subtract 20, you take out this as well. Whereas I am talking about this person. इसकी लेफ्ट से रैंक क्या है? ये 20th आदमी ही तो है, which I am taking out, जिसको मैंने माइनस कर दिया है. That mistake generally we make, which we do not have to. Second, when the position of a person is known from both the ends and we need to find the number of people. My rank is, let us say the question says, I am 20th from the right end and I am 15th from the left end. Left end से 15th और 20th right से हूं. How many people are there in the row? अब 15 प्लस 20 आप ऐड करोगे 35 आ जाएगा. बट दैट इज रॉन्ग. इट्स नॉट करेक्ट. 35 is the wrong answer. Why? When I am 20th from the right, so I am 20th, there are 19 people to my right. When I am 15th from the left, that means 14 people are there to my left. Right? I am the 15th one. I am the 20th one. मैं ही ब्रह्मा हूं. तो 20th भी मैं हूं, 15th भी मैं हूं. इसका मतलब there are 19 people to my right, 14 to my left. 19 plus 14 is 33 and one guy is this 20th. So my total number of people in the row is 34. That means we have to subtract 1 from the total. We can't straight away say कि ये आंसर. बोलो, ये बात मेरी समझ आई आप सबको? क्लियरली टेल मी, इज दिस अंडरस्टूड गाइस? भाई को ये बताओ, प्रोग्राम में एचआरएम और बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट दोनों में क्या बेटर है? अच्छा, काली इससे वैसे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एचआर इज अ डिफरेंट डोमेन, बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट इज अ डिफरेंट डोमेन. आपको क्या पसंद है ये उस बात पे डिपेंड करता है. औरों को क्या पसंद है ये क्यों पूछ रहे हैं आप? मुझे गुलाब जामुन पसंद है, हो सकता है आपको ना पसंद हो खाने, तो आप क्यों खाएंगे वो? चलिए, नाउ आई टॉक अबाउट टाइप 3, दैट इज ओवरलैपिंग कंडीशन. Find the number of persons between two persons when the sum of their positions from left and right is greater than the total number of persons. मतलब there are 50 people in a row, right? He says Anil is 15th from the left and let us say Sunil is 20th from the right. Question is, how many people are there between them? How many people are there between them? There are a total of 50 people. So one general method, as I told you, अगर ये 15th है from the left, 14 people are here. अगर ये 20th है from the right, that means another 19 people are here. So 14 plus 19, which is equal to 33, plus 1, that is 34, plus 1, that is 35. So how many people are there in between? I have 15 people in between. I have 15 people in this. Sorry, I'm talking about this case here. मैंने इस केस के बारे में बात कर दी. Look at the second case. In the second case, when I see that the sum of the ranks is lower than the total number of people, sum of the ranks total से जब कम होता है तब हम लोग उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है जी. I'll move ahead from here. What about the second case? वो कह रहा है यहाँ पे 50 people ना होते, अगर 30 होते तो क्या आंसर आता? There are 30 people. One guy is 20th from the right end. One guy is 15th from the left end. 30 लोग हैं तो क्या आंसर आएगा? Now one thing is for sure. 20 plus 15 is making it 35, whereas people are 30. That means this 15th person is actually something like this. कि 20th right से यहां पर है, और 15th लेफ्ट से यहां पर है, इस तरह की सिचुएशन हो रही होगी. When this is the situation, you find the total number of people which is equal to 30. Sorry, you find the sum of the two ranks which is equal to 35 minus total number of people that is 30 और उसमें से दो और माइनस कर देना. The answer would be 3. और as I said before, जो मैं पहले कह रहा था वो भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं, मुझे वो बेहतर लगता है. देखिए 20th फ्रॉम द राइट, तो इसका मतलब इसके राइट में कितने लोग हैं? 19. तो इसके लेफ्ट में कितने लोग हैं? 10. अब इसके लेफ्ट में 10 लोग हैं, दिस इज 11th पर्सन एंड दिस इज 15th पर्सन. तो बीच में कितने लोग आए? 3. और 11th और 15th के बीच में कितने लोग आएंगे? देयर वुड बी 3 मोर पीपल बिटवीन 11th एंड 15th. सो बाय दैट लॉजिक आई कैन से माय आंसर इज 3. या फिर आप सीधा फॉर्मूला याद कर लीजिए. एज आई सेड बिफोर, मैं कभी फॉर्मूला नहीं चाहता कि आप लोग याद करें. आई फील द बेस्ट वे ऑफ डूइंग दीज क्वेश्चंस इज मेक द पर्सन see how many people are to the right of this guy, how many people are to the left of this guy, start doing it. That's an easier way of doing these questions. Okay, that was all about it. Let's now start doing some questions with us. अब हम लोग कुछ क्वेश्चंस करेंगे बेस्ड अपॉन नंबर सीरीज, डायरेक्शन, सेंस, ब्लड रिलेशंस, क्लॉक एंड कैलेंडर, रैंकिंग, बाइनरी लॉजिक एंड सिलोजिज्म. अब कुछ क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. इट वुड बी जस्ट लाइक यस्टरडे. वी विल सी who are the top 3 people who answer the questions. Let's start with the very first question straight away. Some tricky questions. पहला क्वेश्चन ये आपके सामने. Let us see the toppers. Who are the toppers today? पहले 3 आंसर कौन देंगे, मैं बस ये बताता रहूंगा. देखते हैं कितने लोग सही आंसर करते हैं और कितना फास्ट आंसर करते हैं. Here is the first question. What is the correct answer? Tell me. Find the next term of the number series. Priyanshu Soni is the first person. Again, he was fast yesterday as well. Priyanshu मुझे दिख रहा है सीधा SIBM के अंदर. Shivam is the second one. Nidhi has answered. Shoheli has answered. VVS Prashant has answered. Shubham Patil has answered. Vishal has answered. गुड गुड गुड. चलिए देखते हैं आंसर, देखते हैं क्या आ रहा है इसका फटाफट. हर्ष ऑल्सो आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. फाइंड द नेक्स्ट टर्म ऑफ द सीरीज. I clearly can see if I look at these numbers 37, 43, 53, 61, 71, 79, बोलने से ही पता लग रहा हो they are all primes. 37 एंड 43 उनके बीच में एक और प्राइम था 41. 43 और 43 के बीच में एक प्राइम है 47. 53 और 61 के बीच में एक प्राइम है 59. 61 और 71 के बीच में एक प्राइम है 67. 71 और 79 के बीच है 73. That means now I have to leave 83 and the next prime I have to write which is 89. So the correct answer for this question is option C, that is 89 is the next term in the series. It is just the series of prime numbers skipping one prime each time. बाद में विशाल, श्वेता, विनीत, कुश पटेल, हर्षुल, आद्रिता मिश्रा, आकाश, सबने आंसर सही दिया है. समित, गौतम, तनीषा. ये था पहला क्वेश्चन. बट फर्स्ट 3 people to answer were Priyanshu, Shivam and Nidhi Singh, and on the app we had Shoheli first. So let's start doing the next question, question number 2 on your screen now. Don't worry, Deepak. If you are weak, just do 20-30 questions on that. That's it. Your job is done. The first person to answer is Jai Ho. Then we have Gautam. Then we have Nidhi Singh, Shreya Rajesh, Shubham Gone, Shubham Patil, Khushi Khandelwal. Samit has answered. Harshul Garg, Deepak Joseph, Shashi, Shivam, Vineet, Shweta, Kota, Manjusha. They all have answered. Very simple question. All of you must have answered it fast enough. Reason: the question said F this, that's this, J this, something this, and this. We have to find the question mark. Now F plus 2 is H. F G H. H I J, right? J K L, L M N. इसका मतलब ये L से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. If it should start with L, the answer is B. So B option is the correct answer. अब ये छोटी छोटी चीजें जो आपको ध्यान देनी है. It's not necessary to find out कि L के बाद 10 ही आएगा, then H ही आएगा, then P ही आएगा. No one is looking at that. This is something that you have to do at home as well. The moment you see that, okay, I see that my answer should be starting with L. जैसे L दिख जाए फटाफट मार्क करो और आगे बढ़ो. This thing you all have to see. This is very important point in Snap क्योंकि इसके बिना काम नहीं चलने वाला है हम लोगों का. So the first three people to answer this time were Jaiho, Nidhi and Shreya, and on the app we had Gautam and Samit answering the first two answers. I'll move ahead now to the next question. Next question is here on your screen, question number 3. So here, which of the following years has the same calendar as that of 2023? So Devika Madan, you have answered for question 3 or 2. Jai Ho has answered. Once again, first. Kush Patel has answered. Shyam has answered. Yaramandi has answered. Gautam has answered. Shashi, Prama, Vishal, Vineet, Priyanshu, Akarsh, Kush, Nidhi, Deepak, Shubham, Yashika, Harsh, Gautam, Rahul, Shreya, Harsh, Devika, SP Learn. बहुत सारे लोगों ने सही आंसर दिया है. So I think the first correct answer is given by Devika Madan, then Jai Ho, then Kush Patel. And on the app, I think पता ही नहीं लग पा रहा है क्योंकि पिछले का भी आंसर बी था, इसका भी बी है. I think Shyam and Yara Mendi and Gautam were the first three people to answer. So that's great. Let's see what is the right answer. Which of the following years has the same calendar as 2023? 2023 is not a leap year. So either it will have the same calendar in 2029 or it will have the same calendar in 2034. As I said, चेक आपको ये करना है बीच में कितने लीप ईयर आए. देयर आर टू लीप ईयर्स 2024 एंड 2028. सो दिस इज नॉट माय आंसर. माय आंसर इज 2034. अगर 6 इयर्स के बीच में दो लीप ईयर्स आ जाते हैं देन माय आंसर इज आफ्टर 11 इयर्स. अगर एक ही लीप ईयर आता है देन माय आंसर इज आफ्टर 6 इयर्स. क्यों? उसका सीधा सा रीजन है. इफ देयर आर 6 इयर्स बिटवीन 2 इयर्स, 6 इयर्स विल हैव 6 एक्स्ट्रा डेज. And if there is one leap year, it will have another extra day. 7 extra days हो गए. और 7 extra days का मतलब the same day repeats. बट अगर 6 इयर्स में दो लीप ईयर आ गए, दो लीप ईयर का मतलब हो जाएगा देयर वुड बी 6 + 2 दैट इज 8 एक्स्ट्रा डेज. देन द डे वुड नॉट रिपीट. तब आप 11 पे जाएंगे बिकॉज 11 इयर्स के बीच में आपके पास 3 लीप ईयर्स आएंगे. 11 years will have 11 extra days plus 3 leap years will have 3 extra days. That makes 14, which is a multiple of 7. So by that logic, they would be gone. Okay. सो इस बार बहुत सारे लोगों ने सही आंसर दिया है. आगे बढ़ जाते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 की तरफ. ये रहा क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 आपके सामने. लेट्स फाइंड आउट हु आंसर्स दिस फर्स्ट नाउ. Who are the first few people to answer this question now? And please keep pressing the like button as well. I see around 75 people are watching. Just 48 likes are there. Do not hesitate in doing that. Akarsh is the first person to answer. SP Learn is the second person to answer. Shoheli is the third person to answer. Then I have Jai Ho, then I have Sambudha, I have Deepak, I have Vishal, Shweta, Som Patil. Most of you are answering A. Looks like A is the right answer. Then VVS Prashant, Devika Madan, Sahil Bhatt. Harsh has answered on the app. Vineet has answered. Sahil Bhatt has answered. If A is the right answer, then SP Learn, Jai Ho and Sambudha are the first three people to answer the question. चलिए जी देखते हैं सही आंसर क्या है. If 17th January 2016 is Sunday, then what day of the week will be 23rd of July 2024? 17th January 2016. And we have to go to 23rd of July 2024. First of all, I'll go to, let's say 17th of January 2024 only. That is exact 8 years. 8 years will have 8 extra days. But there are two leap years, 2016 and 2020. So there are 2 more extra days. That makes the number of extra days as 10. और 10 को 7 से डिवाइड करो तो 3. There are 3 extra days between 17th January 2016 and 17th January 2024. मतलब अगर ये दिन संडे है तो ये संडे +3 होगा वेंसडे. Here, some of you might have a doubt, sir, why 2 leap years? There are 3 leap years, 16, 20, and 24. Actually, 24 is a leap year, but the impact of 24 has not come yet. Impact of 24 would come when we cross February of 24. अभी 24 का February भी नहीं आया है. So we do not know whether it's a leap year or not. I mean, that impact has not come. So from 17th January 2016 to 17th January 2024, we have a total of 8 years, which will have 8 extra days. And they will have 2 leap years. That means 2 more extra days. That makes total as 10. And 10 divided by 7 is 3. So if this day is Sunday, this day is Wednesday. And now I'm going from here to here. अब 17 जनवरी से आगे चलते हैं. जनवरी में कितने दिन बचे हैं? 14 more days. Then I have February. Now February is a leap year. 29 divided by 7 is 1. March 31 divided by 7 is 3. April is 2. May is 3. June is 2. And July is 23. 23 by 7 is 2. Of course, इसको आप 0 भी लिख सकते हैं 7 से डिवाइड करके. That makes 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 2, 11 plus 2, 13. And 13 by 7 is 6. So if this day is Wednesday, then this day is going to be Wednesday plus 6, which is equal to Tuesday. So 23rd of July 2024 is a Tuesday. Yes, option A is the right answer for this question. सबसे पहले सही आंसर दिया एसपी लर्न ने, उसके बाद जय हो ने, और उसके बाद संबुधा. और यहां मैं देख रहा हूं सबसे पहले सही आंसर दिया था कोटा ने, और उसके बाद सम्मित ने, और उसके बाद दैट्स इट. 2 people answered it correctly. From leap year to normal year +2. Yes, that's correct. I hope it is understood now. बहुत सारे लोगों ने सही आंसर दिया. प्रियांशु सोनी कहां पीछे रह गए हो? बहुत देर से आगे नहीं दिखाई दे रहे हो. कुश पटेल कहां पीछे रह गए हो? You are answering in the top 3 people, right? And there are some people from last class that I cannot see here today who were consistently in the top 2, 3 people. Let's see what happens in the next question. That was question number 4. I'll move to next question. Question number 5 on your screen is here now. Who are the first few people to answer now? It's a slightly difficult question. Looks like it'll take some time now. कैट 2023 में लुट गया, बर्बाद हो गया. अगस्त्य, let the response sheet be out. We'll talk about it then. So what are the first few answers that we have got? Is SIIB a decent college? Yes, Deepak, yes, it's a pretty decent college. For international business, it's a pretty decent college. Vishal has got the first answer, though it's more of a question with a question mark. So this session will be helpful in NMET? Of course, Mohit Sharma, definitely. Because their LR is also like this. Sambuddha has got the answer as B. The first person to answer is Vishal. Then Sambuddha says B, Shweta says C, Som Patil says B, Kiran says D. Jai Ho is saying B, Kush Patel is getting B, Nidhi Singh is getting B, Devika Madan is B. Nidhi, you two, I mean, have gone a little below then now. You two were generally there in the top 3. Devika Madan, Priyanshu Soni, now everyone is getting B. If B is the right answer, then we have got it from Sambuddha, Som Patil, and Jai Ho. If C is the right answer, we got it from Vishal and Shweta Singh, and then Vineet Indore. And if D is the answer, we got it only from Kiran. Let's see which one of them is the right answer. Start doing it. He says a watch which gains uniformly was observed to be 7 minutes slow at 9 a.m. on Thursday. So 9 a.m. Thursday, it was 7 minutes behind, right? It was 7 minutes behind. And he says it was 5 minutes fast at 9 p.m. on subsequent Saturday. So 9 p.m. of Saturday, it was 5 minutes ahead. Question is, when did the watch show the correct time? So it's kind of a person was 7 meters behind and now the person is 5 meters ahead. So can I say 9 a.m. Thursday to 9 p.m. Saturday, there are a total of 60 hours. In those 60 hours, the clock has gained 12 minutes. Is that right, guys? In those 60 hours, the clock has gained a total of 12 minutes because it was 7 minutes behind and it has gone ahead by 5 minutes. It was 7 minutes behind and it has gone ahead by 5 minutes. इसका मतलब 7 behind से 5 आगे चली गई है. So that means it has covered a total of 12 minutes, right? It has covered a total of 12 minutes in a total of 60 hours. 9 a.m. Thursday to 9 a.m. Friday to 9 a.m. Saturday is 48 and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday is 60. तो 60 hours में 12 minutes आगे निकल गई है. What do I have to find out? I have to find out that when did it show the same time? To show the correct time, it should just cover 7 minutes because it was 7 minutes behind. So if it covers 12 minutes in 60 hours, it would cover 7 minutes in how many hours? It will cover 7 minutes in 60 by 12 into 7. That is 35 hours. So 35 hours ahead of 9 a.m. of Thursday, you will have that time. अब 24 hours के बाद तो आ जाता है 9 a.m. of Friday. Another 12 hours मतलब 36 hours के बाद आ जाता है 9 p.m. of Friday. 9 p.m. of Friday is 36 hours from this. 35 का मतलब इससे 1 घंटा पीछे. So 1 hour behind this is 8 p.m. of Friday. That is the right answer for this question. Yes, and the only person giving the right answer to this question was Kiran. Only Kiran gave the right answer to this question. Later on, Parama Mukherjee also had given the right answer. Sumant Kumar gave the right answer. But that makes this question very good then. So many people got the wrong answer to this question. That means it's a brilliant question in my opinion then. अगर गलत आ रहा है तो. But learn it now. 7 minutes behind say 5 minutes आगे जा रहा है इसका मतलब the gap it has covered is 12 minutes in a total of 6 hours. Sorry, 60 hours. And if you want to show the correct time, it just had to cover 7 minutes. So 12 minutes in 60 hours, so 7 minutes in how many hours? That gives us the correct answer as 9 p.m. Sorry, 8 p.m. of Friday. Okay, guys. I'll move ahead from here to question number 6. Question number 6 on your screen is here now. Let's try answering this question as well. Let's see who answers this fastest. Very simple question once again. What is the answer for question number 6 now, guys? Samit is the first person to answer this question now on the app. Vishal is the first person on YouTube. Syam has answered on app. Then Shubham has answered on YouTube. Then Jaiho answered. Then Sambuddha. Then Shashi, Som Patil, Kush Patel, Shreya. Many of you have answered, but we have already got the top 3 answers, I think. Samit, Sham, Vishal, Shubham, Jaiho. They all are the first 3 people, and Gautam as well has answered now. So let's see what is the right answer to this question. P into Q is this, P plus Q is this, or so on and so forth. In this expression, how are they related? A divided by B. According to this, that means A is the mother of B. So A is the mother of B. Then B plus C. B plus C according to this is B is the father of C. So B is the father of C. I'll write like this. Here I mean plus minus sign means females and plus sign means male. I have been using this since I'm in my younger days. So I still remember this only. C minus E. C minus E means C is the brother of E. So C is the brother of E. We use the symbol that C is the brother of E. And E cross F. E cross F का मतलब है E is the daughter of F. So E is the daughter of F का मतलब ये हुआ. Now C and E are siblings. C's father is B. So E's mother must be F. That B and F must be married to each other. B and F must be married and they have the kid C and E. Question is, how is A related to F? A is the mother of F's husband. F के husband की mother is mother-in-law. So my answer is option D. Mother-in-law is the right answer for question number 6. I have already given you the names of the people who gave this answer first. Okay. So I'll move ahead now. So many people have answered. The good thing is almost everyone answered correctly. Let's move ahead to question number 7. I want to see some new names in the top 3 now. Question number 7 on your screen is here. Find the answer. So the movie clip guy, please do not do that. You are spamming it. Otherwise, I'll have to ban you. Sumit has given the first answer. He says B. Oh yes, that I know already. But do not write anything here. शशि विष्णु हैज ओके शशि विष्णु इज सेइंग यस आ गए स्पैमर्स बिगाड़ने के लिए नॉट टू बी ऑफेंडिंग यू नहीं 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 यू कैन डोंट वरी शौर्यपुरी डोंट यू थिंक आईएमएल डिड वेरी बैड टू एस्पिरेंट्स अभी उसके बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे छोड़ दो अभी उसको यश आंसर्ड संबुद्धा आंसर्ड राहुल आंसर्ड विशाल हैज आंसर्ड प्रियांशु सोनी कुश पटेल एंड देन श्वेता सिंह वेयर एज ऑन द ऐप आई सी गौतम हैज आंसर्ड आई गॉट फर्स्ट फ्यू आंसर्स बट आई सी ए एज वेल आई सी बी एज वेल डी भी दिख रहा है मुझे आंसर्स में Shweta Singh, Vineet Indore, Sumant Kumar, they're on the app. Shoheli has answered. Then Som Patil, SP Learn, Yashika has answered. चलिए देखते हैं आंसर में A, B, C, D तकरीबन सभी आ गए हैं इस बार. So let's see what is the right answer for this question. Let's start talking about it. While jogging in the park, Vinita met Ramit. Who means Ramit? Is the brother of her mother's only son's wife's only sister-in-law. By God, it's a big thing. So we have to do this. Brother of her mother's only son. First of all, Vinita is there. So I'm sorry. Vinita is there. Her mother, right? Let's call it M. Mother's only son. So her mother's only son, can I say, would be Vinita's brother? Vinita's brother would be her mother's only son. Son's wife. So son's wife is there. Wife's only sister-in-law. So wife's only sister-in-law, of course, would be Vinita only. Isn't that correct? Vinita's mother's son's wife's only sister-in-law. That is Vinita only. So Vinita met Ramit, who is the brother of Vinita. So while jogging in the park, Vinita met Ramit, who is the brother of Vinita. Question is asking, how is Vinita related to Ramit? Vinita is the sister of Ramit. My answer should be none of the above. So D option is the correct answer for this question. None of the above is correct. कोई भी उनमें से correct नहीं था. None of the above is the right answer. कुश पटेल क्या कह रहे हैं सर ये कुछ दो कोड़ी अरे छोड़ मतलब why are you thinking about that? Sir, how to approach these kind of blood relation? I get the answer, but I take more than 2 minutes. Deepak Joseph, for all the kind of questions of LR, as I said, एक ही simple सा तरीका है. That simple method is do at least 25-30 questions of that type. Your job is done. खत्म. एक टाइप के खूब सारे क्वेश्चंस कर डालिए ऑटोमेटिकली यू वुड बी एबल टू डू इट यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट दीपक जोसेफ राइट सो फॉर एग्जांपल आप कह रहे हैं ब्लड रिलेशन के क्वेश्चन आपसे फटाफट नहीं होते एक दिन बैठो spend 4 hours on all questions of blood relations only. Internet पे सर्च मारो, करते रहो करते रहो करते रहो. When you would have done 60-70 questions, your job would be done. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. It'll be absolutely clear to you. Okay. Chaliye, very quickly we have to move ahead. We are losing time as well. So I'll move ahead to question number 8. Here it is on your screen. Answer this. बताइए जरा क्या आंसर आता है. By the way, in the previous question, who were the first few people to answer this correct? डी आंसर किसने दिया था? डी तो किसी का आंसर था ही नहीं, लेकिन मैं देख रहा हूं गौतम ने आंसर दिया था ऑन द ऐप, यशिका आंसर्ड ऑन द ऐप एंड समित आंसर्ड ऑन द ऐप. All three people who gave the right answer, they were on the app. Very good. कुछ पटेल, अगर उसके बाद भी अगर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा है तो कहीं से भी उठा लो यार. इंटरनेट पे थाउजेंड्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर देयर ऑन ब्लड रिलेशंस. एसएससी के उठा लो, ये बैंकिंग पीओ वगैरह के उठा लो, वहां से उठा के कर लो. What is your answer for this question now? Who are the first few people to answer this question? Let's see. Som Patil is the first one to answer. Very good, Som Patil. Oh, that you proved my point, Kush, right? Vishal is the second person to answer. Deepak Joseph is the third person to answer. Shubham also has answered. You got the first four answers, then Dishant has answered. Devika has answered. Kush Patel has answered. Very good. तो चलिए करना शुरू करते हैं. What does the question say? He says 8 points are plotted on a paper in the following manner. ये सब आपको दे रखा है. In which direction and what distance is h from g? So we are only concerned about h and g. These things are always to be taken care of. जरूरी नहीं है पूरा देखो और पूरा बनाओ. सिर्फ h और g पे ध्यान देना. The moment we get to know about them, we will stop there. Point G is 15 meters north of A. So point G is 15 meters north of A. इसका मतलब A and G, they will differ by 15 meters, something like this. G is to the north of A. E is to the east of H. We do not know about E. We do not know about H. D का नहीं पता, E का नहीं पता, C का नहीं पता, F का नहीं पता. Point A is 10 meters west of B. Point A is 10 meters west of B. That means B must be here. So that A is 10 meters west of B. Which means B is 15 meters north of H. B is 15 meters north of H. So H would be here. This is 15. हमसे क्वेश्चन H और G का पूछ रहा था, वो तो आ गए ना. Forget about everything else now. So this point and this point, how far are they? This question is asking you that. First of all, it is definitely southeast, right? This is east, this is south. So this is southeast. Distance कितना मुझे जानना ही नहीं. There is only one option with southeast and that is the answer for us. Sorry, option B. मैंने वहां A मार्क कर दिया, वो तो west कह रहा है. So southeast, that is option B, is the right answer for question number 8. कितने लोगों ने सही आंसर दिया है? सोम पाटिल, विशाल, दीपक, शुभम, दिशांत, सभी लोगों ने सही आंसर दिया. एंड ऑन द ऐप श्याम ऑल्सो हैज आंसर्ड इट करेक्ट. फटाफट आगे बढ़ते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 की तरफ. दैट वाज अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 ऑन योर स्क्रीन इज हियर. Sir, what is the cutoff for getting a call from SIBM Pune or SCMHRD? I think from SIBM Pune it is around 42 to 44 and for SCMHRD it will be somewhere around 39-40. Not much difference between them. Kush Patel, just make Pythagoras theorem. Perpendicular would be 30, the base would be 10. तो 30 का स्क्वायर प्लस 10 का स्क्वायर, उसका स्क्वायर रूट, उससे आ जाएगा रूट 1000 which is 10 root 10. Who will answer this first? Question number 19 now. हाँ जी, we got the first answer from Priyanshu Soni after a long time. Huh? Then I got Push Patel, then Vishal, Adrita Mishra, Shweta Singh, Kiran, Espilan, Samarchuk, Dishant, Shubham, Yash. Very good, guys. Very good. And Shyam, Rakshit, Shoheli, Gautam, they have answered on the other one now. Sir, please take more tougher questions. This is very easy for me. Okay, very good. Learners knows well. You are brilliant then. We are talking about SNAP. We are looking for relevant questions. We are not looking for easy or difficult questions. So more important is the question should be relevant. Chaliye, let's start doing this question now. What does it say? In a row of girls facing north, Reshma is in the 10th position from the position to the left of Pallavi. So Pallavi is here. Reshma is 10th to the left of Pallavi. So Reshma is here. So can I say there are 9 people between Reshma and Pallavi? Because Reshma is 10th to the left of Pallavi. So 9 people between them. ये मैं between डाल रहा हूं. Pallavi is 21st from the right hand. So can I say there are 20 more people to the right of Pallavi because she is 21st from the right. इसका मतलब 20 और है right में. Kanika, who is 17th from the left, now 17th from the left is Kanika, is 4th to the right of Reshma. Now 4th to the right of Reshma is Kanika. That means there are 3 people between Reshma and Kanika. And Kanika is 17th from the left. So now Kanika plus 3 plus Reshma. 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5. So these are 5 people. Can I say there are 12 more people to the left of Reshma? And 3 plus 1, 4. That means there are 5 more people between Kanika and P. P is what? Pallavi. Kanika is 17th from the left and she is 4th to the right of Reshma. 4th to the right of Reshma, that means that between Reshma and Kanika we had 3 more people. And to the left of Kanika there are 16 people because she is 17th. So 3 plus Reshma, 12 more are there. Question is asking you how many girls are there in the row. My answer would be 12 plus 1 13 plus 3 16 plus 1 17 plus 5 22 plus 1 23 plus 20, 43. So C option 43 is the right answer for this question. And yes, question number 9 has the answer option C. ठीक है? Who all gave the right answer? फिर से बहुत सारे लोगों ने गलत आंसर दिया है इसका और मैंने आपको बताया था मिस्टेक्स करेंगे आप ऐसे लिख लिया कीजिए हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर टू द राइट ऑफ ए पर्सन लेफ्ट ऑफ ए पर्सन कुछ इस तरीके से सो किरण इज द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू आंसर दिस करेक्टली एंड देन समर्थ चुग हैज गिवन द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन शुभम एंड यश later on Vanshita and Vineet also gave the right answer. The correct answer for the question is option C, that is 43. I'll move ahead now to question number 10 on your screen. It is here. Oh, sorry, 10th had a mistake, so I had to remove that. Question number 11 is here. So try to answer this question as well. So today there is a bonus question as well. We are on the 10th question basically because one had a mistake. And after that, we'll have one more question to discuss today. आपका काम आपको पता है. Please keep pressing the like button as well whenever you get time. Manjeet has answered real fast. I think Manjeet, you have answered this question only. Oh, learners know well. We will be talking about that once the response sheet is out. So I think you can go for our percentile predictor. Just put your response sheet and it will tell you what percentile you can expect at that score. I see Vineet has answered first, Piyush has answered then, Ankush has answered, Gautam has answered, and I see answers like A, B, C all. Manjeet has answered, Vishal has answered, Som Patil has answered, Shubham has answered, Dishant has answered, and I see many answers now. So we have got the right answers as well straight away. ध्यान से सुनिएगा क्या सही तरीका है करने का क्वेश्चंस को. इस तरह क्वेश्चंस को करने का यही तरीका होता है. Only one among them is a liar and the other two are truth teller. From the statement made by them, find out who is the liar. Okay? ध्यान से सुन. BB says CC is the liar and CC says I am not the liar. Can I say one of them is definitely a liar? Is that right? They both are not speaking truth because if they both would have been speaking truth, they both would be saying the same statement. They are saying opposite. BB says that CC is a liar. CC says no, I'm not the liar. So either BB is lying or CC is lying, but one thing is for sure, one of them is surely a liar. And there is only one liar. That means that liar is among these two So this guy is definitely truth teller. And this guy says BB is the liar and he's a truth teller. That means BB is the liar. My answer is option B. Simple. BB and CC are giving contradicting statements. तो उनमें से एक liar है ही है. If there is one liar among them and there is only one liar among the three, तो इसका मतलब जो एक आदमी बच गया AA, that must be a truth teller. और वो क्या कह रहा है? That BB is a liar. That means BB is the liar. That straight away gives us the answer as option B. B correct answer was given by first Vishal, then Som Patil, then Shubham, then Dishant, Kush. Yes, बहुत लोगों ने आंसर दिया. And on the app as well I saw गौतम ने, मंजीत ने, उसका रक्षित ने, हर्ष ने और सौमिल, यारा मेहंदी, सभी ने सही आंसर दिया है. That's great. This brings us to the last question of the day. Here is question number 12 on your screen. Let's see what is the answer to this question. The last one for the day. Okay, Yara Manadi has got the answer. Vishal has got the answer. Som Patil has got the answer. Shubham got it. Shreya got it. Nishit got it. Shyam has got it. Param got it. Parama, sorry. Dishant has got it. Priyanshu Soni has got it. Seti got it. Manjeet. Then Harsh. Manjusha, Ankit, Gaurav Parekh. Kiran, forget about that. It is past now. Forget about that. Samarth, Kush, Vanshita, Aspirants, Sarthak, Gautam, they all have given the answers. Let's see what is the right answer. Check karte hain ji. Okay, the statements are some trees are forests. So let us say these are the trees. So some trees are forests. Some forests are houses. Some houses are tents. Question is saying conclusion क्या क्या होंगे? Some tents are forests. It is not true in this case. If it is not true even in one case, that means it is not true. सही कंक्लूजन वो होता है which is always true. I am not saying some tents cannot be forest. They can be. But if there is a possibility in which some tents are not forest, that means this conclusion cannot be taken out. Second, some houses are trees. This also is wrong according to this case. So even this is gone. None of them is correct. My answer is option D. So D is the right answer for this question number 12. I repeat, आंसर वो होता है जो पक्का सही हो इन एवरी केस. यू कैन नॉट मेक अ केस इन विच इट वुड नॉट बी ट्रू. ये हो नहीं सकता. सो देयरफॉर यहां पे अगर मैं देख रहा हूं तो नहीं हो रहा है. देयरफॉर माय आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी. कैन यू गिव मी द टिप्स? आई मीन कौन से टिप्स किरण, किस तरह के टिप्स बताओ मुझे. Maruti got B. So now everyone has got the answer. I am sure that, okay, all of you must have understood. So now I'll move ahead to the next thing. That is the upcoming sessions. So these are the next upcoming sessions now. Tomorrow Gaurav sir would be there. He'll be talking about geometry. On 1st of December, Vikrant sir would be there with you to talk about vocabulary. On 2nd December, Savitri ma'am will be talking about verbal reasoning. And 3rd of December would be about untangling grammar by Vikrant sir again. Do not forget to join all these sessions every day at 7 p.m. I'm sure just by joining all these sessions, you are preparing well enough for your SNAP exam. And on the exam days, that is 10th, 17th, and 22nd, we will be there with you for the slot-wise detailed analysis. Do not forget to join us on all these days. We'll be talking about the SNAP exam in detail. So subscribe to the channel to get to know about all the details of it. Of course, you can find us on all these media handles on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, and everywhere else. That's all from my side, guys. I hope this session was useful for you. Sir, conclusion should follow in every case. Yes, Dishant, otherwise it will not be called a conclusion. Can you take more sessions about CR? I don't know. Actually, मुझे आता नहीं है वो. You already know a lot many things. मुझे लगता नहीं जरूरत भी है. Sir, are there any free mocks available on BYJU'S app for SNAP? Yes, Vishal. In our test series, we have approximately 55 mocks for SNAP, ZAT, NMAT and all that. सर कैट का डर लग रहा है. कैट का डर अभी से लग रहा है मंजीत. 2024 में कैट को आना है और जो इस साल से जो करना था वो कर चुका है. सो व्हाई टू फियर अबाउट दैट. है ना। चलिए जी, सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच, जल्दी ही मिलते हैं, देन टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, हैव अ गुड डे, बाय बाय एवरीवन, बाय, टाटा।